What's up guys, it's Boss Han here, back on the channel with another upload, and today is a story time about something from the past that I really wanted to remake because it just felt kind of cringy. This is kind of similar to how I did with another story time video. Basically, I would take older story times and retell them because I felt like when I was a little bit younger, I explain them in the way worst possible. I explain them not very great detail, very inaccurate. So I just want to retell the story because I think it would be better. And today's story that I'm going to retell is the time where I had a dream where John Cena had to RKO a furry because the furry was upset that he got a test so badly that he complained and literally made the school go to lockdown. So yeah, this is going to be an insane story that I think you guys would enjoy. Grab your snacks and drinks and whatever you need to get ready for story time, and let's just jump right into it. So before we get into the story time, I just want to say that if you don't see the original story time, which I'll put on screen here, yes, this was the original story. I used to have this on my channel, but it's probably not going to be on my channel anymore because not only do I want to remake this video, but because if I monetize this channel, the YouTube guidelines don't like it when you repost the same type of content. And what I mean by like original content, original ideas, reposting the same type of ideas, not really, or the same type of story time, I guess, which will be story times, is not really acceptable. So if I want to monetize my channel, I might have to delete some type of content. But lastly, I do want to say, if you want to be a furry, then no problem. Do what you want to do. I have no problem. Just as long as you don't act like an animal with going on all fours, acting like a lion, for example, then you're fine. As long as you don't bite anyone, then you're fine. Other than that, you might need to go see a therapist because I don't know. I just kind of feel weird that a human would want to act like an animal, go on all fours when humans are supposed to be on 2 feet. Alrighty, now I can explain the story with this type of stuff out of the way because sometimes I really need to clarify things so people don't get upset because, I don't know, they just don't pay attention that much. But this story is not a real story. It's obviously fake because this is a dream story time where basically nothing makes really any sense and things can technically pop out of nowhere, like, I don't know. But in this dream story time, this happened around middle school, and I don't know, like middle school, crazy things happen. But in dreams, I guess my brain's like, hey, let's make this the craziest experience a school can ever have possible. And so we get to middle school because it's around Monday, an average Monday. No one really wants to go to school on Monday because it's just so tiring. But we get to school, it's math class, and our teacher surprises us with a pop quiz. Instead of this, actually, our teacher lied for some reason, and this was a practice exam for upcoming tests for the end of the year course exam. So we started going through this test, and before we started going through this test, and the door opens, and what we see is the furry kid. And most of the time the furry kid is just not wearing his fursuit, maybe sometimes during Halloween trick-or-treating, but apparently this guy shows up in a full fursuit. And in my mind, I don't know this person, this actual person, he does not exist, but apparently in my mind his name was Jacob. And the teacher, as soon as Jacob opened the door, was like, hello, Jacob. Well, hey, why are you wearing a fursuit in the class? And he's like, oh, that's because I'm going to have a costume party at my house. It's going to be so exciting. And the teacher is like, yes, I do understand, Jacob, but why you can't just wear a costume in class. Not only that, but it's kind of against the rules to wear a mask in the class. Well, because since our school rules that you cannot wear a full-on mask, you can only wear a mask if we can see your whole entire mouth or eyes, whatever, but you can't just wear a mask. I mean, that's probably every other school. But the teacher says to Jacob, hey, I do understand that you want to be a furry, whatever, you're gonna have an exciting birthday party or something, but school rule says you cannot wear a mask. You can wear the costume, whatever, but if you don't take off your mask right now, then I'm gonna have to send you to the principal's office for violating school code. And the furry kid is like, whatever, and he takes off his mask. I mean, it's like not the end of the world. Like you can wear your costume furry hat after school and you can go party at whatever house, some RXDs type of stuff, I don't know. So now that the furry kid is done causing a mayhem in the classroom, now it's time for us to take our test. And we take our test, and once we are done, this teacher, I don't know why they were lightning fast with grading grades, they can become a little printer, but then she hands out our grades after an hour. So I get my grade and I get like a solid B, and I was happy with that. I was gonna tell the boys saying, yo, I just passed math class, or how excited I am. And so everyone gets their tests back except for Jacob. He gets his test back, and he gets a full straight F. And hey, I know, I understand it could be very upsetting, but that does not mean you get to complain and cause a tantrum in the school. And immediately upon seeing his grade, Jacob raises his hand and starts yelling, complaining, why'd you give me an F, teacher? Why'd you give me an F? And the teacher, being the savage that he is like, well, Jacob, I gave you an F because you were just not very good at the test. Maybe if you worked harder, then you would have gotten a little bit of a higher grade. And when the teacher said this, Jacob got a little bit upset, because I'm pretty sure anyone that got roasted by their teacher would obviously not feel a little bit good. And so Jacob responds back saying, well, I feel like I still deserve a really good grade, and if you don't give me a good grade right now, I swear I will make you and the other teachers regret. However, before Jacob can respond back, the teacher snaps back at Jacob saying, you're not gonna make me regret anything. Now shut up and sit back down. And during the dream, when I heard the teacher said that, I was kind of a little bit surprised that the teacher didn't care for being that hard on a student. I don't know if maybe the teacher's coffee was not that good or something, but he was just not having a good day. But instead of Jacob not sitting back down, he storms out of class with frustration, anger, not saying a word. And while he's running out of the classroom, the teacher's like, I said sit back down, and he escapes. Now, so not only is the teacher upset, but now he has to track down Jacob, the furry kid, because he wanted to have a little bit of a meltdown just because he got an F in the class. And now we don't really know what to do, because Jacob just randomly ran out of class because he just got an F on his test, thinking it's the end of the world. But 10 minutes later go by and we're just chilling, and then suddenly all the lights went out of the room, and the live speaker goes on and announces saying, attention everyone at Boss Han's middle school. One of our students got mad and wants to destroy the whole entire school, so everyone's gonna have to stay in the classrooms and wait until the FBI squad is here to take care of this mess. So now I'm stuck in this classroom, which we're on lockdown, and I'm just sick and tired because I just want to go home. I just got back my test. It's been a long day, and I'm not in the mood to sit here for another hour in the dark and silence while this kid is just going ballistic in the school trying to destroy everything. But that's when we hear a giant crash, and I look through the window, and it's Jacob. Somehow he has a chainsaw now, and he's able to cut through walls like it's nothing, like a Pokemon power. But that's when I see the doors open behind Jacob, and I can't you not, it's John Cena. For some reason, my picture in my head is John Cena as a police officer, and he's looking at this Jacob kid with a chainsaw, and he's like, son, what are you doing at the school causing mayhem? And the Jacob kid is like, I'm not doing anything. He's like, yes you are, that's it. And then this John Cena comes running at Jacob, and he grabs Jacob with the chainsaw. He literally punches the chainsaw and it goes flying in the air, and John Cena just takes Jacob's head and body slams it onto the ground, saying, I can't believe you would do such a thing, cause destruction at the school. What type of kid are you? How raised? Just going off on Jacob. And while this is going down, we're just sitting here with our jaw just dropping, because we weren't expecting for just a security guard able to take on someone with a chainsaw, because I'm pretty sure a chainsaw could do much more damage than just normal combat. But I guess John Cena in this dream is very powerful. But John Cena ends up taking this Jacob kid out of the not class, but like the school. And that's where the story ends. I just wake up from there. Nothing else happens. I just wake up. But yeah, that's a time where I had a dream where John Cena RKO'd this furry kid because he was complaining of how he got an F on his test, thinking it's the end of the world, which Nah, I don't think F's in schools getting like an F because you did bad on a test. I don't think it's the end of the world. I mean, unless you're in college, whatever. But like in high school, middle school, it's okay. Slap on the wrist. But I hope you guys enjoy this story as much as I. Overall, I hope you guys enjoy this story. I'm sorry, I apologize if I sound a little bit tired. I just got back from going to a jump place. It's like, boss hand, why are you recording after you just got back from a jump place? And this wouldn't be as much as long as the latest video. Well, I don't know. It was very bad explained. I felt like there needed to be a little bit more detail. But not only that, I also would appreciate it if y'all can press the like button on this video. And if you don't press the like button, then you won't get any wishes from a random genie that will pop out of nowhere. But yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna go lay down in my bed and go to sleep. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.